What is going on, everybody? Rest in Peaches here with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about Warframe. Now, yesterday at about noontime, Nidus the Glass Gamut had come out on Xbox One, and I do have to say, this is one of the best looking Warframes I've seen in a long time, probably since Ivara. Ivara is one of my favorite looking Warframes that's come out over the last year and a half. But Nidus, I have to say, hands down one of the coolest looking Warframes. But we're going to be talking about this right here, the Nidus Collection Bundle. Now this comes with Nidus, the alternate helmet, the Sugatra UC, the new melee, the new assault rifle. It's a 3-round burst rifle, and they both have health steal on them. It also comes with a 3-day credit booster, 3-day affinity booster. But this is my Nidus. I went with a Joker kind of feel with him, just because I thought it kind of looked cool with that nice dark purple and the nice green. But this is the HEMA, the rifle that has the health steal on it, or lifelink if you would know it while playing Warframe. These are they're fist type weapons, I believe. They might be sparring type, but regardless, super good stuff. This bundle is actually full of value. The HEMA is really good. The Hirodu is actually a pretty decent melee overall. I do like the how quick it is. It's got a 1.0 attack speed, but I still feel like it's faster than that. I know that each weapon type, the attack speed varies, but that 1.0 is ridiculously quick. I threw a primed fury on it and went to town with some enemies. But let's get into some gameplay with Nidus. So Nidus, as far as a frame is concerned, he's got crowd control, he's got damage that scales, he's got abilities that scale properly, he's got board wipes. Not necessarily like a board wipe. His second ability actually pulls all the enemies into one spot, all the enemies in an area, and the higher that you're evolved, you can see that number in the bottom right corner, that's 66, that goes up every time I hit an enemy with my little stomp ability. But Nidus overall, he's just value. He's super good. He kills everything. If he doesn't kill it, then at least he grabs it to give you a chance to kill it with the larva. So with the build I'm using right now, the larva has a 17.4 meter radius, so it'll grab anything from about 20 meters around. But I think that goes up the higher that you're evolved, because that thing was grabbing enemies from across the map when I was playing yesterday in this specific survival. But yeah, larva, his second ability, super good. It grabs everything, pulls them in. You can get finishers if they haven't seen you yet, so you can still get stealth kills with larva. Virulence is kind of like a ground stomp that sends out infestation in front of you. Again, the higher that your evolution is, the more damage it does, and it's kind of ridiculous how much damage it does, because I was getting 10 to 25k on it, and I'm not using a pure power strength build or anything. This ability I'm using here is his fourth ability, Ravenous. So with this ability, it's got a super high duration for what my duration's at. It's 62 seconds with an 8 meter range, and then it takes mutagen to cast it, so that evolution, it takes 3 to cast it. But those maggots that are running around, those things deal ridiculous damage. Those were killing enemies on their own. And then if an enemy is being grappled by the maggot and you use your Virulence, your first ability, it'll actually deal damage multiplier. It'll blow up and kill things much quicker. So all 4 of his abilities, I would say, are useful. The third one I haven't talked about just because I'm not the biggest advocate for static abilities. I know larva is a static ability, but also once you kill all the enemies, it kind of disappears, and I'm a much bigger fan of that. But Parasitic Link is his third ability, and what Parasitic Link does is it'll actually, you grab an enemy, they become completely They no longer become an issue. They don't attack. They don't move. But they actually start taking damage. So you'll get a damage buff, which I'm getting about a 40% damage increase, and I'm getting about an 80% damage decrease within 29 meters. So that enemy that you link with your Parasite link for your third ability will actually take 80% of the damage for you, which, you know, in late game, I guess it's super necessary, but I really didn't feel like I was even going down on health with Nidus out. I haven't gone down with him. His passive ability is, if he's killed with at least 15 stacks of mutation, then those 15 stacks are consumed, that number in the bottom right hand side, and then he gets 5 seconds of invulnerability, and he gets a 50% health restore. So that's kind of ridiculous, because as soon as you go down the 15 stacks, you can just cast your larva, pull in all the enemies that killed you, and then just keep virulencing the first ability until you get your stacks all the way back up. So he's kind of ridiculous. He's one of the best frames I've seen. But with my build, we're going to be using, let me see, the mods that we're going to be using on him are actually going to be Steel Charge and Power Drift for our first and second. So 60% more melee damage and then 15% more power strength with a 30% chance to resist knockdown, just because I'm a fan of that. I do have Forma on him already. I might put another one on him. I've got one, because with a defensive tanky type frame, I'm not going like over the top on power strength with negative duration or negative efficiency. I'm not going to be running anything like that. I think there's a negative efficiency build out there that nets you a whole bunch of energy on your virulence, but I don't have to go super try hard like that. But we're going to be running our continuity, our intensify, our flow, natural talent. Natural talent, I think, is a big deal on this frame, because getting that virulence out super quick, or that larva out super quick to deal damage really fast and just kind of handle all your business at once, I feel like that is a super big deal. So once again, continuity, intensify, flow, natural talent, streamline for that little percentage of efficiency buff, then stretch, and then just a steel fiber and a vitality. So our survivability mods are steel fiber, vitality. You're going to end up with 11,110 health, 780 armor with 300 power, which I feel like is a nice balance with the vitality, steel fiber, and flow. As always, guys, you can switch out prime or continuity for prime continuity and flow for prime flow. You can test the build out however you like. You can put overextended and stretch on there if you think he needs the super distance, like kill everything. The main reason why I went with this build and not something along the lines of like what is it, quick thinking rage combo, is just because I never found a part, like even with 150 energy, if I were running like not flow or anything, I never really found it that hard to cast my abilities. But anyways, this is my review of Nidus, guys. He's definitely a pickup. Like, if you can get the bundle, just get it out of the way. He comes with a slot, he comes with a reactor, the weapons come with slots and catalysts. But as always, guys, leave a like, a comment down below, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, this is Rest in Peaches signing out.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.